What's up, guys? How are you? Um, this is my first time ever going live on YouTube. Um, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Brandy Thomas. I am the owner, photographer, model coach, mentor, mom, however you want to call it, of Soulful Illusion Studios. And I do something called Model Mania, which is a talk show about modeling. But I also um, do weekly classes called Information Overload. And Information Overload is I just want to make sure this is, yeah. Yes. I just want to make sure this is, yeah. Yay. I just want to make sure it was like the sound was good. Information overload is a way for me to bring modeling tips to the forefront. It's for me to bring. It's like a how-to book, really, truly. It's a 10-week course on how to become a professional model. And it's really, I make the classes where they're affordable. They're $4.99 a class, which is really exceptionally affordable. And I just lay out all the information lay out all the information for modeling, right? There's so many things that you can learn, so many things that you potentially don't know, and this is just a way for me to give that information to models and help them on their journey. So one of my weeks is talking about fashion. Now, what I decided to do this week was throw a bone and just do my fashion week, a portion of it anyway, for free, and give you guys a little insight into maybe what a class will kind of look like. Not that this is exactly what it'll be like, because it'll be a little bit more professional and a little bit more script read as far as me talking, but it truly is a very personable class. So whenever we're doing the classes, I try, I make sure that I do them live. So that way, anybody that's tuning in and is going to be there, they have an opportunity to ask questions. They have an opportunity to, to just truly gain all the knowledge that they are paying for being in that class. My eye is twitching like crazy. So anyway, this week we're talking about fashion. Okay. I did my live stream this evening on my Facebook page. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, but you follow me here, I'm not sure how that's possible, but my name is the same on all my platforms. It's Soulful Illusions Studios. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. So if you are tuning in and you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and that way we can really truly start to bring you guys some good content. I'm going to be doing some traveling this year, and so therefore I'm going to be talking to other professionals in other areas of the country and bringing all that knowledge and information right back here to YouTube to deliver to you guys. Okay, so let's dive in. All right. So what I'm going to do today on this live YouTube, I'm really just going to go over some fashion tips. Okay. These are just some of my fashion tips, some things maybe that I've pulled and plucked from Vogue, and things that I've learned along the way as a professional photographer and as a model coach and mentor, things that I have watched others struggle with in the industry and in the business. And I'm just bringing that all to you guys. Okay. So and then the last thing I'm going to give you is 10 of the hottest fashion trends for 2022. Okay, so that'll be the last thing that we do. Okay, so let's dive in. All right. Again, if you do not or have not subscribed to our channel, be sure and do that. Subscribe to our channel, share our videos, like our videos. That only helps us to be seen more and to be able to deliver this information to more and more and more people. Okay. So these tips, 8 tips. All right. And this is just tips to ensure that you're always looking stylish. These tips are going to help you, hopefully help you if you start to utilize them. They're going to help you to gain confidence in your style. It's, just fashion advice and literally just kind of a how to on styling every look in your closet. Okay. Which literally puts us into our very number one tip: work your capsule wardrobe. Okay. And what do I mean by this? I'm saying capsule as in CAPSULE, kind of like time capsule, your capsule wardrobe. All right. This is a collection or, closet or whatever of reliable wardrobe staples that every girl needs in her closet. Okay. Every girl needs these in her closet. And, number one is an iconic little black dress. Okay, so an iconic little black dress can be used for so many things. I mean, think about it. You can put a beautiful pair of closed-toed heels, maybe a cardigan if it's a little, little flashy, beautiful pearls, whatever, and you could go to an award show. You could put on some strappy, lacy, fancy heels, take that cardigan off and throw on some dangly earrings and red lipstick and go to the club. You could throw a leather jacket over it and put on a pair of sneakers and really truly make it a comfortable outfit. So there's so many things that you can do with a little black dress, and that's essentially what these staple items are. Is they are items that you can pair and make so many different combinations with, so that it's not just an item that you wear for one thing. Yes, you're obviously going to have items that you just wear to one thing. I mean, sometimes depending on what your lifestyle is like, but you want to make sure you're filling your closet with these like staple items. So that way it just helps you have a closet full of items that you use. All right. And not a closet full of items that you don't wear. All right. Moving on. Number two. I'm sorry, the next thing you need in your closet, not number two tip. The next thing you need in your closet is a pair of blue jeans or pair of jeans that fit you perfectly. Did you hear that? Like a glove. Perfectly. Okay. A pair of jeans, I know for females, especially, the perfect pair of jeans is so hard to find. I mean, like, it's so hard to find. I know that men come in all different shapes and sizes, but let's be real, women come in such a bigger variety of odd shapes and sizes. Me, for instance, I have very big hips. Okay. I have childbearing hips. And I kind of go a little bit smaller in my waist. Not small, but a little smaller. And it is so hard for me to find jeans that fit me in the waist, or I'm sorry, fit me in the hips and aren't too big in the waist, or aren't perfect in the waist and super tight in the hips. Like I'm, afraid I'm going to bust out of them if I bend over too much. So it's so hard for me to find a pair of jeans that fit me perfectly. However, I found a company that does. And, of course, they're semi-expensive jeans. They're American Eagle jeans. So they are, I think they're about $80 a pair of jeans. But either way, they fit me perfectly. Waist, hips, all of it. And when you find a company or you find a place that you can buy jeans that fit you perfectly at, I would buy a couple pair of them. I would buy a pair for every day of the week. But that's just me. But maybe at least buy yourself a couple pair, because it's so hard to find a place that you can buy jeans at that fit you perfectly without having to go and pay to get them tailored, which is expensive. So anyway, everybody needs a pair of jeans to fit them perfectly. Obviously, I'm not going to list the things that you can do with a pair of jeans because you guys know you can do lots of things with jeans, dressy, comfortable, casual, whatever. Okay. So moving on. The next thing is a classic blazer. Okay. A classic blazer. This is such a great item to have in your closet, guys. I have a black blazer, and then I also just bought a like a lavender purplish blazer. So I think it's important to have one, at least one black blazer in your closet, no matter what, because the black blazer can be lots of things, right? Me, for instance, yeah, I wear mine in a business manner, right? If I'm in a meeting or if I have to, meet an important client or something like that, I would wear it as a business suit or, with a pair of slacks or whatever. However, I like to take my blazer and also wear it with like a crop top and a pair of jean shorts and a pair of Chuck tennis shoes. Converse tennis shoes. I call them Chucks. Um, and kind of casual it up a little bit. Or I go even further and do jeans and a hoodie under my blazer and a pair of tennis shoes or a pair of combat boots or something like that. So a blazer can do lots of things. Okay. So a blazer is pretty important. Now, the reason I say that I think you need a colored blazer also, so one black blazer, maybe one colored blazer as you can afford it and start to buy items in your closet. But this colored blazer is just going to give you some pop when you want to have that businessy look, but you still want to stand out in a crowd. Because let's face it, you're never going to stand out in a crowd in a black blazer. You're just not. I mean, you might if you're the only person wearing a black blazer and nobody, I don't know. Black is just a very, I want to say neutral color, but it's a very plain color. So you're just not going to stand out. So if you have a colored blazer like purple, red, yellow is a great blazer color for, a extra color. Just helps. All right. Okay. The next one on the list is simple t-shirts. Let me put my thing down because I feel like it was way up. Simple t-shirts and button downs that are neutral colors. Okay. And what I mean by that is that you are um, no poppy crazy colors, simple, non extravagant t shirts. I like v neck t shirts preferably, but to each their own. And so, shush. My dogs are barking at something outside. It's late. Shut up, would you? Okay. Shut up, Beck. Sorry, my bad. Okay. I don't know. I heard something fall or something and they started barking. Okay, so where were we? Okay, simple t-shirts and button downs in neutral colors. Okay, because neutral colors you can pair with lots of things. Blacks, whites, creams, tans, all those types of colors that will just pair easily with lots of different items in your closet. Okay, make sure the t-shirts are simple. Crew neck, v-neck, it's really at your discretion, but just make sure that the shirts are simple t-shirts. Okay, and button downs too. Okay, the next one is an effortless leather jacket. And you're like, what do you mean by effortless? What I mean by effortless is a leather jacket that is very sleek and simple, and that doesn't have a bunch of buckles and things like that on it. Okay, so just a very effortless leather jacket. Not a lot of zippers, not a lot of silver. Black is kind of the theme here. Okay, and your leather jacket can pair with so many things. I mean, think about a leather jacket and what you would literally like. I mean, Google leather jacket and go to the images section, and you probably can see 150 million different outfits with a leather jacket: shorts, pants, skirts, tops, leggings. I mean, you name it, you can wear a leather jacket with it. Your little black dress, leather jacket. I mean, there's so many things you can do with a leather jacket. Now, some people say you would need a leather jacket or a denim jacket. I say a leather jacket and also a denim jacket. Okay, simple denim jacket, not cropped, not that fancy, not like that. Very simple cropped, a very simple non-cropped denim jacket. And again, it's denim. Denim can pretty much go with anything too. And denim is kind of in these days, like really in. So anyway, I would get a denim jacket, right? Now, the key here though is investing in this capsule collection, okay? Really truly taking the time and investing in these pieces and, mix and match basics. Like these are just basic things that you should have in your closet to make your life easier when you start shopping and pairing outfits. Okay. And again, obviously, learning how to style them is really the key to looking put together or stylish or fashionable. Okay. So moving on. All right. Number two tip, make sure your clothes fit perfectly. I cannot stress this enough. All right. Obviously, one trick to making sure that every piece of clothing fits perfectly is hiring a good tailor. But hiring a tailor can be expensive. We all know that. So some people, not all of us can afford to hire a tailor for every piece of clothing that we want to wear. But make sure that when you're buying clothes, you're trying them on. Taking the time and going in the dressing room, trying them on instead of getting home and trying it on. And then it may be being a size too small or a size too big, and you being like, oh, it's fine. I'll just squeeze into it. Or it's fine. I'll just snap it back when I wear it or whatever. No, try it on and make sure it fits you. Okay. Clothes that fit perfectly and may not be tailored, but feel tailored because they fit you so good. It not only looks polished, but it just feels more comfortable. All right. You're not having to, like, for instance, pants that drag the ground, dresses that are like bunching up or weird, and you're not having to, like, sit and do this the entire time you're, at whatever you're doing. I promise it takes away and distracts from the whole look when you're having to pull or bunch or pull up, baggy or small clothes, all right, vice versa. Um, it won't, when you're doing that also, it just won't make you feel stylish. You will feel, if I feel like you're in real baggy, it's going to be like real frumpy. And if you're too small, you're going to feel big, just bigger than you are, in a clothes that are too small for you. Um, the idea is that your capsule wardrobe fits you well, right? And if you can start to, if your capsule for wardrobe is like fits you well and you have all those pieces and those staple items perfectly put together, then you can start to play with over or undersized clothes. All right. Which kind of moves us into number 3. Now, um, obviously, you're learning to play with under and oversized clothes in a way that looks fashionable and not sloppy. So, our number 3 tip is to learn how to balance proportions. Okay. Balancing proportions is about styling your outfits in a way that creates an overall aesthetic, all right, an overall balance. You don't want, for instance, to be wearing a huge, frumpy, big, puffy, oversized coat that almost drags the floor and a huge sweater, huge pants, whatever. If you're going to wear this big, puffy, oversized coat, you got to make sure it's proportioned. The way you achieve, you know, that is by wearing clothes that are fitted to your body. Okay. So when you're playing with the oversized or undersized items, pick an item and make it the oversized item. We're talking about this puffy coat, right? That's your oversized item. So everything else that's on your body, like the rest of your look, you need to make sure that it stays and looks fitted. It's fitted to your body. So you got this puffy coat on, long, really big, whatever. Maybe wear some leggings and a crop top. Maybe wear, you know, skinny jeans and a fitting t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the idea that your coat, your puffy coat, your big long puffy coat should make the fashion statement, and it shouldn't look all sloppy. That should be, oh wow, that's a fashion statement. She meant for her coat to be baggy and all, look that way, etc. Okay, a couple more examples would be like a crop top and a pair of wide leg jeans. Wide leg jeans are kind of in right now. Even like, I love it when my kids say, "Oh my god, this is so our fashion, whatever," and I'm like, wide leg jeans were a thing when I was a kid, so no, it's not. And it's just kind of funny, the flare jeans and stuff like that. That's kind of making a comeback. But if you're going to wear something like that, those big baggy jeans, then wear a fitting top so that it looks proportioned. All right, another example, if you see the puffy shouldered shirts, if you're going to wear a puffy shouldered shirt, wear a pair of, form fitting straight leg or skinny leg pants. Okay, just so you're proportioned out. I can go on and on and on and give you examples, but you get the point. Number 4, find your personal style. I didn't say this before I started this live, and I should have, but finding your personal, like when we talk about fashion, it really truly is all about finding your personal style. What do you feel good in? What do you look good in? What do you go to when you are like talking about clothes and items and fashion and shopping and this and that? And so I say to everybody that even if someone else doesn't like what you're wearing and you like it and you feel good in it, then continue to wear it. Like, who cares? Like my eye, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it when it goes like ham, but you see it? Oh my God, it's twitching so bad. I don't even know what the deal is. Anyway, probably because I've been sitting in these lights, I've been making content like for the last couple hours. So that I had a bunch of saved content to post. And that's probably what it is. I've just been sitting in the lights for too long. My eyes are like, eh. Anyway. All right. So anyway, we're talking about finding your personal style. That's our number 4 tip. Find your personal style. Now listen, developing a signature look or personal style or whatever can take years sometimes. I mean, I don't even think that I have a personal style at this point yet. I have a football mom, and she always tells me like, "Oh my gosh, I love everything you wear. You're so diverse. I never know what you're going to show up in," and this, that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's like bad, but she always compliments what I'm wearing. But I have just such a diverse variety of things that I wear, that you just never know what I'm going to wear. And I live in a rural area, so I'm a little bit outside of St. Louis, not necessarily like right into the city. So I'm a little bit more in like country-ish rural area. So sometimes the things that I wear, you know, it's not very country-ish approved. I don't care though. I wear it anyway because I like it. But anyway, yeah, find your personal style. Now, one way to help do this is to create a mood board. You guys probably do it on Pinterest already. You like pin outfits and clothes and things that you like on your Pinterest boards. You can do it in real life. You can make an actual board or like make a wall in your bedroom that you're like pinning these different outfits to. Now, what this is going to do, it's going to give you ideas on looks, but what you're also going to start to realize is that you have a pattern and there are certain things that you like. Like, For instance, if you're constantly wearing black, whoa, okay, I'm realizing that everything I put up here is black. Or I really like a black brown combo. Or I really like boots because almost all my pictures have boots in them, or hats, or whatever. You'll start to see your pattern and start to kind of pluck personal style items from that mood board. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. I don't even know that it's going to happen in a year, right? Because I feel like styles they change all the time. Like as far as what's in, what's trendy, what you're wearing, what you like, what you don't. And so it's always going to be changing. So it's not going to happen immediately, but a mood board can get you started at least. All right. Remember that personal style is an experiment. That's why I say it's not going to happen overnight. It's literally going to take you, you never, there's a saying that's like, you never know what looks await you until you actually step into the dressing room. And so it's so true. You just never know what something's going to look like on you until you try it on. So if you're in the store and you see something, you like it, try it on. Try it on. Don't just take it home. Don't just take your friend's advice or whatever that you would look at in it. Go try it on and see if you like it. See how it fits. Clothes are made different. Sometimes you may need a bigger size or a smaller size than what you actually normally wear. Try it on, okay? Don't be afraid to try it on. One thing I will also say too, don't let the categories menswear or women's wear dictate how you shop. There are lots of things in the men's section that women can wear. Okay. I mean, lots of things. For instance, I never buy t-shirts in the women's clothing section. Never. Almost every single t-shirt that I find, I like V-neck cut t-shirts. And almost every V-neck cut t-shirt that I find in women's sections are freaking baby doll t-shirts. And I hate baby doll tees. I hate them. I just don't like them. I feel like my armpits are hanging out. I feel like my boobs are too big for them. I don't like them. Doesn't matter what size I get. I feel like I just don't like them. And so in order for me to find normal t-shirts, I go to the men's section and I buy normal t-shirts. Now, one thing that I do have to do to make sure that the t-shirts fit me good is I buy a size smaller than I would normally buy, because the men, like, here's a little bit more broad. So the shoulders and stuff just are a little bit bigger in t-shirts in the men's section. So I buy a smaller size, but I buy lots of stuff in the men's section. Hoodies, this hoodie, and I was wearing earlier, and maybe I'll share a picture down here if I have one. It was, it's like a flannel, so it's purple and it's like this brown and a little bit of black mixed in it, and it's a flannel. So, and I paired that with this over this, and rolled up my sleeves and stuff because it had brown sleeves and it looks really good. But both of these items I bought in the men's section. These are not women's items, but I wear them and they look like women's clothes on me, and I like them. So anyway, don't let men's and women's wear dictate how you shop. Okay. First thing another thing I also will say, take time to play with color and shapes and all those things to find what looks good on your body. Not everybody's going to look good in a pencil skirt. Not everybody's going to look good in high-waisted jeans. Not everybody's going to look good in skinny jeans. Not everybody's going to look good in flared jeans. Make sure that you are experimenting and trying different shapes and different colors on your body to see kind of what pairs with your body. Okay. Number 5. Some people might not like this one because I'm telling you to stop shopping so dang much. Okay. Number 5 is become a better shopper. Yes. Become a better shopper. Okay. Learning how to shop for exactly what you want is going to help avoid filling your closet with a bunch of stuff you never wear. Okay? So you have to be a better shopper. When your wardrobe consists of pieces that you love, styling an outfit becomes second nature. This is why your capsule wardrobe is so important, because once you have that capsule wardrobe in place in your closet, it is so easy to shop for items that you know you can wear multiple times in different scenarios and it look like a new outfit every time. Okay, so don't just shop for a bunch of stuff that you're going to put in your closet and never wear again. Okay. Number 6, add a belt. Oh my gosh, this is the easiest thing. Like adding a belt to your look is one of the easiest ways to make an outfit look more put together. Okay. It's it you could have something on, like it's a great trick, for instance, to bring balance to an outfit that maybe otherwise looked kind of like dull and straight lined. For instance, if you have a sweater, jeans, a shirt on underneath, sometimes adding a belt just kind of distracts and pulls that balance, right? Just balances everything. So it can make a lot of things work that maybe otherwise wouldn't work without your belt. For instance, a good way, plus it just makes things pop, right? So, like if you had it's fall right now, so all your girls are pulling out your sweaters and your boots, right? A long fall cashmere sweater, throwing a belt on it, easy. With tights and a pair of boots, easy peasy. Okay, so learn how to add a belt to things. It just makes sometimes draws things, the balance of things together. All right. Number 7, play with color. I know it's hard, right? Your girl likes to wear a lot of black. I mean, like my closet is filled with probably 80% black clothing items. And so I get it. It's really scary to venture out and wear color because colors stand out. Colors scream, look at me. Colors are big, they're bold, they're loud. So sometimes that can be scary to have that attention on you when you start to wear those things. Plus, sometimes colors, I know like some colors I wear wash my skin out or, just don't look good with my complexion or whatever. So that comes into play too. Now, if you're nervous about adding color to your look, start with one color at a time. One colorful clothing item, whether it be a skirt, a shirt, pants, jacket, whatever. Okay, one piece, and keep the rest of your look neutral. Right, your tones, your neutral tones, your creams, your grays and whites and black, keeps it neutral. Add one colorful piece of clothing item. And so that's gonna kind of like dip your foot in the water and kind of help you get used to it. And as you like it and as you get more comfortable with colors, you'll learn which color combinations work best for your style, which color combinations look good on you. Like if you have trouble with this, by the way, I would totally recommend getting yourself a color wheel, whether that be one that you have online. I'm sure that you can look at them online, or if you actually physically order yourself a color wheel, get a color wheel and just start looking and pairing colors together. I see outfits sometimes and I look at them and say, I never would have put those two colors together, but it looks good. I like it. So you just never know when that happens, like what colors look good together. Having a color wheel will help you if you feel like you kind of lack in color combinations. All right. Number 8, mix patterns and textures. Okay. The days of matching your handbag to your shoes, over. All right. Clashing textures and prints make a big, bold fashion statement. All right. This can be pretty scary too. And especially when you talk about mixing different patterns and things like that. So I would say start small. Neutral patterns like stripes, right, are pretty easy to start pairing with things. And low key textures. And low key textures are things like leathers and knitted sweaters, knits, or whatever. Those are low key like textures that you can start with. And then so you get comfortable, you can start adding, like throw some sequins in there and, things in small amounts, a scarf, a tie, clutch, whatever. And so as you start to do those things, you'll learn what works best for you. And what's cool is you really start to do those things. It will also help you learn what your personal style is, and what your signature look is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so let's go through the 10 hottest fashion trends of 2022. And this is on Vogue's website. Now we are nearing the end of 2022. So obviously some of these trends are starting to slowly go out of fashion, and we're coming into 2023. And so we may have some new fashion trends to add to this soon, but these are what's it for now. Okay. So the first one, and probably my favorite on this list, hoodies under blazers. I talked to you guys about it just a minute ago. I said I love to put a hoodie under my blazer with a pair of jeans and a pair of tennis shoes. Perfect. It makes me feel so good, but it also makes me feel classy and professional and like a freaking boss. Like a boss. So hoodies under blazers are such a good combination. If you've never paired these two, highly recommend it. I love it. I love it. Love it. All right. Number 2, Power Bohemian Florals. Now, let me just say, from personal perspective, my eye just switched again. I do not like flower print. I don't care how pretty the flower is. I don't care if it's roses, dahlias, tulips, hydrangeas. I don't care. I don't care what it is. I don't wear flowery prints. Just don't. That's my preference. I have literally been that way since I can remember. Even as a little girl, I did not do flowery prints. And I don't know why. I just don't like them. I don't like them on me. I love them on other people. Sometimes I see them and I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. I just don't like them. But Power Bohemian Florals are in. And when I talk about Bohemian, like boho type flowers, the big, bold, power florals, okay, that everybody love. And so that's a big thing. Color clashing, totally in, totally in. Now I would say that brown and black is color clashing. Some people would disagree with me. I used to hate a brown belt with a black shoe, or a black shoe with a brown shirt. Now I kind of love it. So anyway, color clashing is in. It's a big thing right now. But just like I said in my tips, get yourself a color wheel so you can see what looks good. Some color clashing is good, some is not. Okay, so make sure it's a good combination of color clashing. All right, the next one is the Tractor or the Trek Sole boots. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. These are like a combat boot style, like a combat style boot. Chunky, very, very, very chunky on the bottom, and very treks is what they call them, like traction, but it's Trek. And they literally look like moon boots almost. Some of them even have like the little coin purses attached to the side. Those are the boots I'm talking about. Super in. They're so cute. I don't think that those are going anywhere anytime soon. I think those are in for the long haul for a while, but they're really very cute. The next one is chunky loafers. I think any chunky shoe right now is in, but chunky loafers is definitely a big thing. Loafers, like I said, I love listening to my kids talk about how their generation has invented all of these fashion trends. It makes me giggle because chunky loafers were definitely in when I was younger, when I was probably in middle and high school. I can remember wearing loafers, with jeans and sweaters, jeans and button downs. I mean, chunky loafers were a big thing. So you can pair them with lots of different outfits, by the way. The next one, you may not know what this fashion trend is, but I'll explain it. It's called academia. Okay. And it's kind of self-explanatory. It's a very academic look. Okay. So it's like your school uniform style type look, just on steroids. So it's like stylish, but school uniform stylish. That makes sense. So collared like polos and slacks, khaki type slacks. As a matter of fact, I was at Walmart shopping last week and I saw they had these like schoolgirl type skirts and collared polo shirts to go with it. Now they had different colors on them, which they kind of color clashed them. And then there was like some patches and things like that on them too. But they were super cute. And that's kind of an in trend. All right. So it's just that school girl or boy look. It's academia. All right. The next one, I don't think is going to go anywhere ever, ever, ever. And it's hot goth. All right. Very self explanatory, gothic looks. All right. Lots of black makeup, black clothes, not any color, um, lots of jewelry, silver type jewelry, piercings, things like that. Now you can obviously fake piercings. These you cannot fake, but you can fake like septums and stuff like that. But all those things are kind of relatable to the goth fashion trend. And so hot goth is just kind of that amped up. Okay. So, sexy like fishnets and a short black skirt with the combat boots and things like that. Okay. Just kind of give you that hot gothic vibe. The next one is Y2k Fashion. Now, this one, if you know the band Y2k, it's kind of their look. Okay. One thing that is in this is like your chunky loafers. So, like chunky loafers, high water jeans, button down shirt with a sweater vest over it. That kind of look. Okay. The next one is wide leg pants. We said this earlier that wide leg pants are making a comeback. Flare jeans, all that kind of stuff are really making a comeback. So wide leg pants are in. I'm not a fan. I really don't even like. Once skinny jeans came out, I was kind of hooked, and I was like, I don't want any of their jeans ever. But I will wear regular jeans every now and then, just not very often. Just don't wear them very often. All right. The last one, but definitely not least, because it's one of my favorites, is loud logos. Big, bold, loud printed logos. Okay. Lots of companies are starting to do this. I don't think this is a huge loud logo, but it's a big logo and it's different. It's a tree and it's weird. That it just kind of draws the attention to my outfit. So loud logos are a big thing. Now, one company that really truly practices this here in St. Louis area is the Woke brand. She's in the Galleria Mall. If you are familiar with St. Louis, if not, just look up the Galleria. That's where her shop is at, and it's called the Woke brand, WOKE. And she, of course, does lots of pairing, lots of color clashing, but her state does a lot of patches, a lot of sew-on patches and things like that. But anyway, she does a lot of like patches and sew-on patches and things like that, but they're all big, loud, bold logos. Okay, and so it's pretty in, and she's popping right now. Trust me. So anyway, that's my top 10 fashion trends for 2022. And of course, those came from the Vogue website. So whatever Vogue says is key, right? I mean, can't go against Vogue. Not kidding. So guys, I'm going to be doing these little lives every now and then just to chime in and give you guys some tips, tricks. Model Mania is going to be coming back, and I'm going to start doing talk shows again. So you guys are going to see me very soon for that. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Probably the beginning of the year is when we will start our Model Mania again. And let's do this. There we go. Anyway, Model Mania is coming back, and I will be looking for models, designers, makeup artists, photographers, model coaches, fashion designers, casting directors, production, people, all of that. I will be looking for you guys to interview you and get your input on the fashion industry and the fashion world. I'm sorry, the modeling world and the modeling industry. and your tips and all that good stuff for models who are looking to dive into this world. So if you have not yet, please hit the subscribe button, share the video, tell your friends to subscribe. If you're trying to become a model and you need a model coach or a model mentor, I am available to do that. Please reach out and we can discuss rates and information. Even if you are not local to St. Louis, I do Zoom and online trainings, and I also travel some a little bit too. So, depending on where you are, I could meet you and do some in person trainings. However, I do online training as well, just as easy. All right. Peace and love, guys. Thanks for tuning in to my very first ever live stream on YouTube. I had to remember what app I was on. And please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can start bringing some really good content your way that's going to help us bring back Model Mania. Subscribe. Subscribe now. Peace and love, guys. Have a great, great, great weekend.